The online qualifiers looking to become one of the EPT greats.
Qualifier City.
Will the new breed rewrite the history books? Jack Salter is the man in command.
Brett Hauer, how exciting. First ever live tournament.
Sebastian von Toppert's the biggest stack in the room.
Mayaroka, #1 on the Colombian all-time money list. Huge pot and a huge spot for Carlsen.
Mernick extends his chip lead.
Hicks just wanted it more. I'm Table Corporal Hicks.
And the last main event final table of EPT 10 is set.
7 qualifiers have found their footing on poker's grandest stage. Only one of the 8 finalists has paid the full price of admission. Between them, they've invested less than 12,000 euros. They're now guaranteed at least a 6-figure score, but all eyes are focused on the chance to become a millionaire. The race to the finish line has started at the PokerStars and Monte Carlo Casino EPT Grand Final. $650 runners came to Monaco to win the 99th EPT trophy.
You should have saved that shirt for the final table.
The Salle des Etoiles was full of recognizable faces.
Minimum 2 pair, always.
If you play a hand roll, you might hit 2 pairs too.
Karate moves, and some former Grand Final champs.
Good luck, everybody.
Nice hand.
Of course, nice hand.
There was the return of Mark Telcher.
Good, I'm good. I respect you. You swear to me on your mother's life. Don't do that again.
And the emergence of Jack Salter.
I started with less than that today.
I make a bad call, makes you 20,000 euros.
Ultimately, 642 fell.
Bye-bye.
Leaving just 8 to give us our last final table of the season. All good things come to an end, and the 10th season of the European Poker Tour culminates today here in Monaco.
We're set to crown our grand final champion, the last winner of the festival, the ultimate victor of EPT 10.
6 nations and 3 continents are represented at the final table. And of course, the big headline is that 7 of the 8 finalists are online qualifiers.
Including chip leader Jack Salter, who should have an absolutely massive rail on his side as we look to crown our 3rd British EPT champion of the season.
So let's meet our finalists, starting with the short stack, who entered into this event by using 100 frequent player points.
I'm really happy to make the final table. I didn't expect it at all. I can't really realize it. My head is spinning around the whole day.
Winning the tournament would mean a lot to me. This is my biggest cash today by far. It's pretty much now already a dream that's come true.
Most of the time when you play a tournament, you just bust out of the money. Well, it's my biggest achievement so far, and we'll see how far I can go in this tournament.
I've been having chills sit up my spine all the last couple of days. I've had quite a bit of success online, but never had any success like this live, so it would mean the world to me.
It's a chance of my life. I win this event, a lot of things is going to change. I have a daughter, so I want to give her a good start in her life.
Final Table è molto importante per me, ancora non riesco ad essere molto contento perché ci sono ancora dentro, lo devo ancora finire.
It's your ultimate goal to win one of these events, so it would be very, very special to me in a lot of ways.
The buzz around the room and like everyone's so excited to play, and hard to sleep last night to be honest because I was so excited. I haven't come close to anything like this before. Really would be the peak of my career.
Well, Jack is the big stack at the final table, playing 103 big blinds. Mayaroka is second on the leaderboard, with the 3 German qualifiers bringing up the rear. Sebastian Bretthauer is the guy at immediate risk with just 15 big blinds. Let's get down to the floor. Let's get this started.
Congratulations again, gentlemen. Shuffle up and deal.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck,
everyone.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Last year, this final table was packed with legends of the game. This year, it's all about the stars of the future. Blinds 25-50. Magnus Carlsen folding deuces under the gun.
It's a pair, but barely.
Folded around to Sebastian von Topatzer, who studies economics in the Netherlands.
We supply the bad cards, he demands a fold.
It's now on Jack Salter on the button. King-Queen suited.
Queen suited for the jarhead. You will train. You will hydrate. You will raise all of your buttons.
This is Salter's second EPT main event cash. Suffice to say, his biggest to date. He raises to 115,000. And Sebastian Bretthauer has nines in the small blind.
Here we go.
I'm all in.
He shoves. Mayorka folds the big blind. Action back on Jack.
That was quick. 90 minutes warm up and 90 seconds.
He said 9 twice. Good read.
Sebastian Bretthauer is our online qualifier pick. Our original qualifier, Jonathan Adogu, is railing this final table.
You call it the rail, I call it the qualifier graveyard.
Salter folds.
I think that was supposed to be a call.
I can show you.
No, don't do that.
Wish you hadn't showed me, man.
How about Bretthauer getting a little sweat action from his girlfriend, Francisca?
Everyone is now guaranteed at least 128,800 euros. Great return on investment for our online qualifiers. But what about that first prize? 1.24 million. Jack Salter raising under the gun with ace-4 suited.
I don't want to say Jack Salter looks like the T1000, but I keep expecting him to ooze out of that seat and into a can of soda.
Bretthauer and Roka have both folded. Magnus Carlsen is out. Walter Mernig mucks. Antonio Buonanno has 8s on the button. He just calls.
Buonanno no.
On top outs it in the small. Folds. And Kenny Hicks gives up the big.
You start with 2 million, Antonio.
Yes.
Thanks.
Nah, that banter.
Bottom pair for Salter. Buonanno's still ahead.
A lot of folks might not bet this now that they've already got some showdown value. If you do, I'd probably mostly suggest barreling flop and turn.
Jack C-bet is 145,000.
140? 145. 145.
You know what? I'm changing my mind. Powder. He looks like powder.
Buonanno calls. Well, that is an action card. It's a set for Buonanno, and the nut flush draw for Salter. He's slowed down. He's checked.
That actually probably normally would have been a pretty good card to barrel. Buonanno should obviously bet.
He does. 175,000.
Even though Jack's crushed, I don't think either calling or raising here are that bad in general.
Salter requests the all-in triangle. He is shoving on Buonanno.
Classic powder. Now he's going to go heal a bird.
9 Jack.
Probably almost never is it going to be Jack 9. This should be a snappy snap snapperino.
Okay, cool, Jack.
Buonanno calls.
I don't think he likes it.
You queens?
Buonanno is a huge favorite to double up here. Salter needs a club. It's a heart.
Thank you, Jack.
Welcome.
Ah, fighting words.
Do you remember, Jack? You boosted me Vienna.
I busted who?
Do you remember? You boosted me Vienna.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Be careful.
It's a warning?
Antonio Buonanno is being railed by his wife, Carmen.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, and Carmen ain't here for the gelato.
Well, with Antonio doubling up, Mayorka is now in front, Buonanno second in chips, and Jack Salter sits in third. Not the best start for Jack, but our former online qualifier is keeping the faith.
Jack is looking okay. I spoke to him this morning. He came in chip leader, and being another English guy and a satellite player, he satellite into the event. You know, I wish him well. He told me this morning that this is his biggest event, biggest cash so far. And for me, I think he can go all the way. He's got the minerals, as they say, to be able to deliver the goods. And, you know, I can only wish him the best.
Who says minerals? I literally have never heard that before.
It's been folded to Salter. He's got ace-king in the cutoff. He opens to 115,000. Bretthauer with ace-8 suited.
This could be very bad for Sebastian. Jack's probably going to be opening pretty wide. Let's hope he doesn't find the minerals to shove.
I'm all in.
He does! All in for 760,000. The blinds. Both fold. It's back on Salter.
Good luck, man. I've got to put you this time.
And he calls, putting our qualifier at risk.
Same hand, or hopefully?
Domination Nation. Maybe Bretthauer will channel Brett Maverick and pull the exact card he needs.
Well, he's flopped a gut shot.
Yep, give me the queen. First queen.
Bretthauer managed to more than double his outs.
Chopportunities.
5 ball. Chop it up.
Everybody loves it.
Come on, red 5.
It's a red 10, which means our qualifier has just been extinguished.
Pleasure playing with you, man.
Yeah.
And congrats. Still, this is massive. It's massive.
Hey, man, amazing.
So Jack Salter is back up over 4 million. And Sebastian Bretthauer secures his first ever live cash, a 6-figure score. And remember, he invested €0 in this event to get that.
I'd say it was a sick return on investment, but there was no investment.
If you want to play in an EPT event, go to PokerStars.com. There are qualifiers every day. Before the break, we saw German university student Sebastian Bretthauer get KO'd by British pro Jack Salter. Sebastian turned 100 FPPs into his first live tournament cash, a 6-figure score.
It's a good return on investment, I would say. It was a bit unlucky.
An amazing story for him. I was really rooting for him, I think same as everyone else. If they don't win, they want him to win it, you know?
I had a very good time. The whole week was amazing.
So 7 remain as we get back to the action here at the PokerStars and Monte Carlo Casino EPT Grand Final main event.
You know, I don't want to say Monica's expensive, but I saw a woman cleaning up after a dog with last season's designer handbag.
Blinds are 30-60. Walter Mernick has folded under the gun. Pocket 10s for Antonio Buonanno.
This guy only gets pairs, I guess.
He raises to 125,000. Folded to Kenny Hicks in the cutoff. And he's got ace-king.
Well, Kenneth Q. Hicks did not wear his best shirt to not put in another bet with ace-king, that's for sure.
Here comes the re-raise. 300,000 total. Jack Salter on the button. Folds. Roker in the small. Passes. Magnus Carlsen.
When the first card's a 4 of clubs, do you even really have to look at the other one? I guess you have to make sure it's not another 4 of clubs.
All in.
Buonanno shoves.
Shove is dicey. I don't think Kenny's ever super light here.
Call.
Hicks calls, and we are off to the races.
This is a big flip, but one Kenny had to take at this point. It's like Stallone versus Schwarzenegger.
The flop is 9-6-3. 10s are holding.
Sickening start for ace-king. Carmen knows what I'm talking about.
Queen on the turn. No additional outs for Kenny Hicks. He needs an ace or a king on the river to survive. It's a 3. He's out in 7th place.
Wow, 0 American winners on the EPT this season. That is a bummer.
Kenny Hicks scores his 8th EPT main event cash, 188,500 euros.
Good luck, Jack. Everybody.
America, you've been well represented.
We're now 6-handed. And all hail the red horn. We have a new chip leader at this final table, Antonio Buonanno.
Ho fatto l'imprenditore, Ho avuto l'occasione quando ero ragazzo di aprire negozi d'abbigliamento e l'ho fatto e mi è sempre piaciuto, lo continuo a fare non più come prima perché sono 30 anni, ho iniziato a giocare a poker nel 2009. Faccio dai 10 ai 15 tornei ogni anno, scelgo i tornei più importanti perché per motivi di lavoro non posso stare troppi giorni fuori. Di questo gioco mi piace terribilmente perché è un gioco complicatissimo. Ogni volta che mi siedo al tavolo è una strategia nuova. Bisogna interpretare in tutto e per tutto il gioco e non ci vuole solo quello, ci vuole tanta pazienza, tanta competenza, tanta intelligenza, la matematica. È un gioco difficilissimo, complicatissimo, perciò mi piace tanto. Sono contento di giocare contro altri giocatori che si sono qualificati online perché nessuno è un pro sponsorizzato, quindi penso che me la posso giocare alla pari con tutti. Per me vincere l'EPT a Monte Carlo vorrebbe dire aver conseguito un successo insperato.
He knows this isn't just an EPT in Monaco, right? This is the grand final. It's like calling the World Cup a soccer game in Brazil.
So with 6 remaining, Buonanno leads. Meanwhile, Jack Salter has worked his way up into second. Walter Mernig and Sebastian von Toppertzer are at the bottom of the leaderboard, and they are slipping into the danger zone.
Danger zone!
Action on Salter.
Remember that scene in Powder where Powder uses his powder powers to make all that lightning and stuff? This is almost exactly like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. He raises under the gun with pocket threes, makes it 125,000.
It's a modern classic, just like Jack Salter.
Folded to Mernig, who's got 10s on the button.
Seems obvious enough.
He shoves. Buonanno in the small blind, has ace-4.
No, he doesn't think he has 2 aces, I hope.
Well, I hope he's not thinking of calling with ace-4. I mean, this is a 17 big blind shove. He passes. Sebastian von Toppertzer is in the big blind. And he's got 7s.
I think this is a fold. You don't want to cold call all in unless you're very confident you're ahead of his range, because you have no fold equity.
He does call all in.
7s are not doing well against a reshoving range.
2 pairs against you, more than the rest of the tournament combined.
Salter folds. And Olashemian cranes his neck to see that Sebastian von Toppertzer is all in and way behind.
He was on Toppertzer for a lot of this tournament, but right now he's due to go out in 6th.
And with 3 spades on the flop, he's drawing super thin.
1-7. Really?
Antonio, he knows.
Just 1 out for Sebastian von Toppertzer. He needs to see the 7 of diamonds on the river.
Or else his excellent adventure will turn into a bogus journey.
Von Toppertzer exits in 6th.
Gnarly, dude.
Okay. Good luck. Good luck, man. Take it down.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah.
Well, Sebastian von Toppertzer qualified for this event for just 215 euros, and he cashes for more than $250,000.
Said if he won, he was going to use the money to get his masters. Let's hope the same goes for finishing 6th. Stay in school, kids.
Rare words of wisdom from Joe Stapleton. 5-handed, blind still 30-60, action on Majoroka.
I went to clown school.
He folds. Magnus Carlsen also passes. Mernig on the button. Mux.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Antonio.
These two.
Buonanno limps in the small blind with ace-deuce.
I kind of like it.
That's friendly. I accept that.
But Salter has kings in the big blind.
I assume he won't be as friendly.
It's a race.
106.
116 total.
Buonanno's in absolute jail.
Oh, he re-raises. It's a 3-bet to 500,000.
Despite how bad it looks, I think there's an argument for this play. Antonio's blocking an ace from Jack's range, and ace-deuce is really tough to play out of position. If you're Jack, I really don't know how you keep your cool here. I would be a mess.
Salter responds with a 4-bet to just over $1 million.
Hey, it's Angus McWiener Schnitzel.
Former EPT finalist Ludovic Geilich on Salter's rail.
There's also an argument for 5-betting here sometimes, but I think when Jack 4-bets, he's almost never light.
It is a 5-bet, and it's for a hefty chunk of Bonanno's stack, 2.1 million.
He is making a stand.
And Salter requests the all-in triangle once again. And Bonanno folds.
Nice try, Antonio.
Don't worry, big hand, big hand. Monster.
Nice spot.
Thank you. I wanted it all, but I'll take that.
I respect you.
The respect's mutual.
Cue Aretha Franklin.
And Jack Salter has reclaimed the chip lead as the blinds go up to 40,000, 80,000 with a 10,000 ante.
Okay, we couldn't get Aretha Franklin. Can we get anything? No. Okay.
Magnus Carlsen moves all in from under the gun with pocket threes. Multimernig's got 8s.
Probably's got no choice but to reshove.
Carlsen's all in for 1.34 million. Mernig starts the hand with 1.6 million. Meanwhile, over at the other end of the table, Jack Salter is enjoying a salad.
Nom.
Big decision for Mernig. And Jack Salter should not be stepping away from the table. He's still got cards in front of him. This is acting out of turn.
No, he's tanking. He's tanking.
Your hand's about to get killed like a George R.R. Martin character.
Mernig eventually reshoves.
All right, maybe it's dead now, I don't know.
Deader than Ned Stark. Come on, it was season 1.
Am I allowed to do that? Is my hand dead?
Yes.
You can't do that.
Sorry?
You can't do that.
Can.
You can.
Can't. Okay.
Can not.
Meanwhile, the action is on Bonanno. He folds.
It's live?
No.
No, I'm gonna fold it anyway.
Okay, well, you do that.
Majoroka has 9s in the big blind. He's got both players covered and both players dominated.
I don't think he can be too in love with this situation, but I don't think he can fold it either. Such a huge spot.
Call.
He calls, putting 2 players at risk.
Good luck, bro.
Whoops.
Not a huge whoops. All it takes is a 3, bruh.
So a 3-way all in. Better believe it, Mernig.
Sick, cool.
He and Carlsen are at risk. And both players are covered by Roka, who has the best hand.
Everybody on your feet.
An 8 on the flop. Mernig takes the lead.
Believe it, son. Running clubs can still save Carlsen.
All running 3s. But it's an ace on the turn, so Carlsen is drawing dead. He's out in 5th, whatever comes on the river. Multimernigg just has to fade a 9. And he does.
Nice hand. Nice playing with you.
GG, man. Sure.
Majoroka may be regretting that call, but hopefully he's not. All you can do is make the right decisions.
Carlsen departs the final table. Multimernigg up over 4.5 million.
Oh, I shouldn't have asked if my hand was dead, should I? You let me off. All right, it's all right.
Jack getting a penalty for acting out of turn.
Hello, Fanny. Hello, my daughter. I'm tilt.
Ah, poor guy.
Yeah, let's go to the bar. Take a Heineken. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'll be right behind you.
And Magnus Carlsen can afford a couple of drinks. 332,000 euros he cashes for.
I've got 2 rounds.
No, you have a 2-hand penalty.
Sorry?
2-hand penalty.
Yeah, but should I sit? No,
Yeah,
I sit.
Yeah, you have to sit down, please.
I have to sit down and not play.
I'm afraid so, Jack.
That's a mockery. Unlucky man. That's cool.
Get a penalty for standing, they make you sit. What creative penalties would you hand out?
Death by monkeys.
Tag 'em, EPT.
The PokerStars and Monte Carlo Casino EPT Grand Final marks the end of our historic 10th season. A season that's been dominated by one player. He's made 9 final tables and cashed 14 times for a total of nearly 2 million euros.
Can we please have a round of applause for the EPT Season 10 Player of the Year, Ole Shemian.
I'm happy to achieve such a nice trophy and Player of the Year thing. Yeah, I'm happy about this. EPT Season 8 Barcelona, I think, was my first EPT trip outside of Germany. Since then, yeah, I played a lot of poker. For some time, no success, and then at some point it just kind of exploded, and yeah, it's been a good ride.
All a shemmy, and man, this kid has got a lot of swag. When he lands at an airport, he has to pick up all of his stuff from Swaggage.
4 remain in the main event here in Monaco. Jack Salter has reclaimed the chip lead and blinds a 50,000, 100,000 with a 10,000 ante. Mayorga is under the gun. He has pocket 5s and he raises.
Kid probably doesn't want to see another little pocket pair the rest of his life.
Jack Salter's got queens in the big blind.
Run better, Jack Salter.
That's a 3-bet to 495k.
Yeah, boy.
All in.
Roca shoves.
Cool.
And Salter calls.
Probably a good shove in the long run.
Cincos.
Roca, the player at risk.
No low cards, please, sir. Keeps them high.
If he doesn't suck out, it's going to be Cinco de Drinko for Mayorga.
A queen on the flop, a set for Salter. Roca down to 2%.
Cervezas, por favor.
Oh, he turns a wheel draw.
Col 4 si split.
No split possible.
Si divide il piatto.
If Roca hits a 4 on the river, he'll double up through Jack Salter. It's an 8. He's eliminated in 4th.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, really good playing with you, man. Played really well. Played really, really well. The whole thing, man.
Congratulations, Rob.
Okay, thank you. Good luck, man. Good luck. Take care.
Very good prize.
Not only does Mayorga bank over 400,000 euros, but he receives something money can't buy. A compliment from Antonio Buonanno.
So 3 remain. Multimernig, Antonio Buonanno, and Jack Salter, who is now the big chip leader.
I qualified for the EPT Grand Final through a satellite, and I actually qualified into that satellite from another satellite, so I'm here just for 30 euros. I played my first EPT event a few years back in Deauville. I was really inexperienced, and even though I felt I had some poker skills, I was pretty scared on the table, and I think a lot of the more experienced players could tell that it was going badly for a long time, just brick after brick after brick. Finally in Vienna I got 43rd place, which for me I was just so happy to get cash, and I really felt that once I got one under my belt it was going to go well for me, you know. To win an event like this would be just, I mean, unbelievable. Having played a lot of tournaments now, I've learned maybe when it's time to be patient and when it's time to really push your edge. I feel great, I'm really excited about playing, but as soon as I sit down, I'm in a hand, I'm calm, I'm hopefully taking my time and trying to make the best decision every time. After you watch it on TV and you see all the best players playing, you think, yeah, that can be one of them.
So it seems the final 3 are discussing a potential deal for the remaining prize money.
So it means you can win 1,085,000, he can win 740,000, he can win 822.
Yeah, I accept.
Non si può fare pari. Facciamo.
You ask if can you run down the prices.
What's happening here?
He will take 800,000, he takes 700,000, and you get 1,002,000. It means
As long as I don't lose any money, it's okay.
That is what you would lose 33,000.
No.
Okay, then. Okay. No.
1 million. Jack.
This is fair. I'm not asking for more. I have the most. I think I'm good. I'm not asking for more. I want the fair deal.
What about you? You didn't say any word for.
I would agree with round numbers. I agree to the round numbers.
I don't think the numbers are going to get rounded up. Salter and his crew want a straight chip chop.
We want to make fair deal. We're all good players, yeah?
7,75, va bene?
How many handbags can you buy with that?
E se arrivo prima so 8,25. Okay, next level.
Yeah, let's play a bit.
The new deal, okay?
You don't want a deal?
No.
Now, no.
Not so much more that I would get, so...
Sorry?
I wouldn't get so much more, so it doesn't work out.
Okay,
for me.
you both want to play?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll continue. Yeah.
No deal. Put Noel Edmonds back in his box. But James, you know the rules at Thunderdome. Bust the deal, spin the wheel.
It's on.
It's on like Donkey Kong. It's on till the break of dawn. It's on like Gina Gershon. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Blind still 50, 100,000. Action on Walter Mernick. He's on the button. And he's got ace-5 of diamonds.
Magnus Carlsen already back, reliving the memories, showing everyone where it all went wrong.
Mernick raises to 205,000. Ace-King for Buonanno. It's a 3-bet to 550,000. Jack Salter in the big blind. Folds. Action back on Mernick.
Okay, now, I'm sorry, but I'm very rarely going to go too crazy here because honestly, I think the old guy's going to have it a lot.
Mernick moves all in.
Cool.
And Buonanno calls, putting Mernick at risk.
What's going on here?
Well, he's happy.
Ace-King, Ace-5 suited.
Domination Nation potentially for 3rd place in the grand final.
Yeah.
Jack chilling with fellow pro Simon Debman.
I couldn't look, man. Couldn't look.
The flop. Jack 9 deuce. Ace King is holding.
Backdoor wheel, no flush, no chop.
Oh, he's good.
Deuce on the turn. A few chop opportunities. Mernick needs a 5, 9 or Jack to survive.
Man's praying.
The river is an 8.
Go, go.
Mernick will go in 3rd.
Foreground misery, background fist pump. Still an awesome result, though.
GG, man. Lucky. Well played, bro. Tough player, man.
Yeah, man.
Jack. It was always going to happen, right?
1 million, 1 million.
That's good, man. Huh?
1 million, 1 million, same stack.
I've got 11 million. That means he's got 9 million.
The same stack. What you have?
I have 11 million. You have like 9 million.
11. 9. 930.
This is awfully close with how many big blinds deep they are. This could go on for a while.
Mernick walks away with 547,000 euros as deal negotiations open up again. Thomas Lemach coming to the main stage with his laptop. And Jack Salter consulting with Geilich, Farrell and Dedman.
Check. Check.
Jack.
So buy chip.
1 million for you.
No. No, this is a good deal. You can have 949. This is a good deal.
949, unlucky. 950.
Okay.
Okay?
I have to ask. He's 50%, 50%.
Okay.
My friend, I have to ask him.
Army Bearer coming to the stage.
Everyone forgets the wife also technically gets 50%.
I don't want to sell 100. You know what I mean? I'll keep a little bit of my own action and play him, right?
Right, the rest is like me and whatever. Martin will take any of it, no problem.
I think the Martin he's referring to is Martin Finger.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they don't want me to deal.
Huh?
They don't want me to deal, so I play.
No?
No.
Okay.
Army Bearer and Martin Finger say no to a deal, having offered Jack a deal of their own, which guarantees him a fixed sum in exchange for a significant percentage of his action. So, we're heads up at the Season 10 EPT Grand Final. 2 attempts at making a deal have failed. So it's a fight to the finish, and the 1.2 million euros that's up top.
I mean, when it's just 1-on-1, you put yourself in their shoes. You know what you don't want done to you, you do it to them, and you adapt to their style.
Mi sento preparatissimo perché quando gioco online gioco solo in heads up. Guardo solo il posto numero 1.
I couldn't feel more comfortable than I am now. I don't think I have anything to fear.
Oh man, they are deeper than the Marianas Trench. That's the deepest part of the ocean. Watch a documentary.
I learnt it from the Octonauts.
Feeling pretty lucky about this one. I think we have a pocket rocket.
It's not that hard to have pocket rocket. Having 2 of them is the trick.
He doesn't even have one. 10-6 offsuit for Salter on the button in the small blind.
Totally fine hand to raise pre-flop heads up. Weird, I know.
And here comes the raise to 225,000. Queen 7 suited for Buonanno.
Totally fine hand to defend heads up.
He calls.
Powder v Buonanno.
The flop is 8-7-4. Second pair for Buonanno. A double gutter for Salter.
Nothing a little diet and exercise couldn't fix. Oh, you mean the straight draws.
Buonanno has checked.
It's a great spot for Buonanno to check and then call a c-bet.
Jack's continuation bet is 180,000.
Buonanno, don't do it.
Has check raised. Makes it 415,000.
This is kind of a weird raise to make. You're either folding out a hand you're beating or making the pot big with second pair. Oh, and I guess one good click deserves another.
Salter responds with a 3-bet to 905,000.
9.
Huge rivalry between these two players.
And Buonanno seems awfully confident that second pair is good.
He calls!
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't know what's going on here.
A jack on the turn. Buonanno now a 3-1 favorite.
Now, typical game flow would mean he'd check here, so I assume that means he's gonna bet.
2.3 million in the middle. He bet 700,000.
I think he thinks he's value betting, which he technically is, so maybe he's a genius? Jack's pretty much getting the exact right price to call.
Salter folds.
Okay.
You want to see?
Yeah.
1.
1? Okay. Pick the queen.
It is the queen. And Antonio Buonanno has closed the gap as this heads-up battle continues. These guys not scared to go to war.
Maybe they could use a break. What's your favorite rivalry of all time? Tag 'em.
It's heads up between Jack Salter and Antonio Buonanno at the PokerStars and Monte Carlo Casino EPT Grand Final. Blinds are currently 100,000 and 200,000 with a 30,000 ante. Salter's on the button with ace-queen. He raises to 415k. Ace-9 for Buonanno.
I'm going to go ahead and call this 3-bet kale because I am not a fan.
He's re-raised to $1 million.
They're too deep to want to get it in, and ace-9 is not strong enough to 3-bet for value.
Salter set to respond with a 4-bet by the looks of things. Yep, he makes it 2.225 million.
Just seems like since they're so deep, they'd rather just play huge pots. It's like having a month to do homework assignment and then writing it the night before.
And did you see how quickly Buonanno called?
Absolute grudge match between these two.
It's a low flop. Ace-queen still ahead. And Buonanno leads the flop for 1.5 million.
All this is très bizarre.
All in from Jack Salter.
3-2-1 blast off. Wow, I think if you're gonna rip that pre-flop would have been the spot to do it.
What's going on?
The bird is not the word. It's late.
Carmen, I'm with you.
You tried to raise before the flop or no? Misclick.
Jack Salter with the big chip advantage now.
Nice of Magnus Carlsen to stick around. Oh, Jack Salter's blocking their cars in. Will the owner of a lime green hatchback with killer sound system and a massive spoiler please come move it? Thank you.
Blinds up to 125, 250. Action on Buonanno, who's got ace-king.
Buonanno, no.
He raises to 500k. Jack Salter's got pocket tens. He re-raises.
Only.
Buonanno shoves. And Salter calls.
That is so ratchet. What a schmohawk. Turn your cards over.
Jack Salter is racing for the title.
Like sweet versus savory, this race is for the ages.
Passo K io, 10-10 lui. Hold! Oh, vince pure questo. Lo vince pure questo di.
Come on.
The flop.
Okay, damn.
Is king high.
I love the world. I don't mind winning with a rub.
Speriamo che esce asso, no, perché vince lui. Per mo vinco io. Però se esce asso, vince lui.
Ace is good as well, right? Ace is good, right?
Con I 9, con gli assi.
A blank on the turn. Salter has 14 outs.
Non devono uscire picche, non devono uscire 9, non devono uscire ass.
They want an ace on the river. It's a 10. It's a straight for Buonanno, and he doubles up through Salter and takes the chip lead.
Go, Jack, go!
Burn. Carmen, your man is a beast.
Why won't you die, man?
5.
Why won't you die?
I have more. You want a deal?
No.
I angry with you.
Angry? You asked for extra. You should have made equal. You could have had 949, but you won 950.
949.
I don't know why. Unlucky for you. I don't know why.
The same.
You shouldn't do that.
But the same.
No, one is more, and you wanted more. I gave you a fair deal.
I accept that. 949.
No. You accepted 949 after my friends told me to play. If you had 10 minutes to accept and you didn't.
Oh, it is on. It is on like Grey Poupon.
It's a beautiful night in Monaco. But some of Jack Salter's friends aren't going anywhere until this thing is done.
Jack Salter, the one and only. The man, he tried to bubble me by mistake, but I'm still a huge fan. Hopefully he's going to win it all.
In my opinion, heads up especially, Jack has a massive edge on the guy. Obviously the guy's done well to get this far, but like overall, like the guy's not as strong as Jack. He knows exactly what he has to do.
So far, I think the heads-up strategies of both Jack and Antonio have been pretty equally confusing.
Blinds are up to 150, 300, and we're going to sweat with Jack Salter. We'll play this hand from his perspective. Buonanno first to speak, and it's a raise to 600,000. Jack's hand is 10-6 of clubs.
Sure, we can defend with this.
He does defend. The flop is 6-4-3, so top pair for Salter.
Top pair, woo! And one club.
He's playing in flow. He's checked to the razor. Buonanno continues for 500,000.
A call here would be pretty standard. Let's reevaluate on the turn.
There's the call. The turn card is the Jack of clubs, a flush draw to go with his pair of sixes.
We are going nowhere, but we don't necessarily want to call a raise or get it in.
Once again, Salter checks. And Buonanno bets again, 800,000.
Buonanno makes some interesting moves, but he doesn't tend to fire with absolute air.
Salter calls. The river card is the 8 of spades. Salter checks for a third time. And Buonanno bets half the pot, 2 million.
Easy fold. Just fold it, Jack. We're not going to win this with hero calls. We're going to win by waiting until we have a hand and then snapping. Let him make the mistakes.
Time.
He's not even had a minute, sir, so he has to have a bit of time here.
True in this case, but over the course of this tournament, Jack spent more time in the tank than David Blaine. And it's almost always over a ridiculous decision like this. What is that, third pair?
It's a big bet. Big bet for big hand or what?
C.
Time.
He's trying again!
A few more minutes, sir. He has not had that much time.
So do I have time called on me or not?
No, you don't.
If only he knew what the hand was. Buonanno know.
2 million is a very large bet.
For a very large hand.
Jack calls, and Buonanno tables top 2.
Oh man, that's just super ox.
Buonanno very much in command now. And remember, because no deal is in place, there's a big jump in the prize money between second and first. The better part of $500,000.
As the heads-up battle rages on, we could see some fireworks. Nailed it. Guys, this is Monaco. I don't want to say this set's expensive, but the people who assembled it were union.
Do you think those guys have been drinking?
Sorry, man.
Bonanno has raised with ace-4. Salter has king-7 suited. And he's moving all in.
Call.
And Bonanno calls. And the Italian is a 56% favourite to become the EPT 10 Grand Final champion.
You said it, buddy. It is intense.
I feel pretty good about this one. This is the first one I feel good. I don't think I can't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got this one. Yeah.
Ace.
Yes, you are, buddy.
7.
You don't even believe it yourself. He knows I'm flushing it. Flush it up.
I think it's fair to say the relationship between these two has had its highs and lows.
I like this one.
That was a high.
I think Antonio likes his ace.
The flop is Jack-9 deuce. No help for Salter.
Blank, blank, blank.
Little 10 on the turn. Heat things up.
If it's an ace, it's over.
7.
The turn card
King.
is a queen.
I can't lose this, man.
Salter has 10 outs.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
77% chance Antonio Bonanno is the Grand Final champion.
Of clubs.
7.
The river is a blank.
Bye.
Bonanno is the Grand Final champion.
Congrats.
Grande.
Good game, bro. Good game.
Bonanno. The guy really grew on me.
Well, Jack Salter fought long and hard. No doubt disappointed, but second place is still a great achievement. And Antonio Bonanno becomes the second Italian EPT winner. So great results for the 7 online qualifiers at this final table, especially Sebastian Bretthauer, who was free-rolling, and Jack Salter, who gets 765k. But first prize of 1.24 million goes to Antonio Bonanno.
Everybody wanna be famous. Yeah. Everybody wanna be a superstar. 'Cause everybody wanna be famous. Rich enough for the stars who can blame us. Stacking papers, VIP status. Everybody wanna be famous. 'Cause everybody wanna be famous. Rich enough for the stars who can blame us. Las Vegas, VIP status. Everybody wanna be famous.